Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran, and in this video, we are going to understand the concept of past adjustment. This is from Chapter 2, Fundamental of Partnership Firm, Class 12th. Now, in my previous video, you learnt about the profit and loss appropriation account. Once we prepare our final accounts, reach to net profit, we prepare P&L appropriation account where the distribution of net profit is done or it is shown. And after that we prepare our partners capital account. Now in case the final accounts are prepared, capital accounts are also prepared. Now we found that there is a omission of any one term or more than one term, or any of the term has been treated wrong, in a wrong way. Okay, now we cannot make changes in the final accounts or a partner's capital account. We can't scribble on these account since these accounts are already closed. But of course, we have to make changes or we have to rectify these errors. Okay, so these are the errors which may omit, which may occur while after preparing our final accounts. So interest on capital may be omitted or allowed at a higher or lower rate. Okay, or interest on drawings may be omitted, that's one thing, or it is charged at a higher or lower rate. Salary, commission, or any other outstanding expenses has been omitted. Profit and loss are distributed but in a wrong proportion. Now these type of errors are to be rectified, of course. So what we do is, instead of making any changes in our accounts or going back to the things, we try to find out the net effect, that exactly what it is affecting, and we'll try to find out, convert it into one single amount and pass a adjustment entry to rectify these errors. Fine. So this is what theoretical things are. I'm going to explain you with the help of one uh, like a small diagram kind of thing, where we'll understand the concept behind that, that how it affects our accounts, and how we can take out the net effect amount which can be used to rectify such errors. Okay, now as you know, the firm, once the net profit is calculated, it's between firm and partners now, because net profit is calculated after making all the indirect expenses, taking all the indirect expenses and income, we reach to net profit. Now what we learned in class 12th is, that is now this net profit is to be distributed by the firm to the partners. Okay, now this net profit is, from this net profit, all this amount which actually goes to the partner is taken out, like interest on capital, salary, interest on drawings are charged, which is added back to the profits, and finally that profit is used to pay interest on capital and a salary. Okay, now if I say here that the interest on capital is given, salary is given, drawings are, interest on drawings are charged, and the balance amount is termed as divisible profit, which also ultimately goes to partners only. Okay, so this is something like how the net profit is distributed among the partners. Well, now in case interest on capital is by mistake omitted, so if interest on capital is omitted, what will happen? Of course, profits will increase, because we are, the balance amount is paid to the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So if interest on capital is omitted, the balance will be more, and that will be distributed to the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So here the concept, what the concept says, if anything is omitted or charged in excess or allowed in lower rate, the effect, the second effect will be on the divisible profit. Okay, so I hope the concept is clear here, that divisible profit will increase if these things are not provided, and if these things are provided by mistake, then divisible profit will decrease. Okay, I'll make you understand the same concept taking one numerical problem also, like practical problem also, again, so that it will be confirmed, it will be like you can understand it in a better way. So let's move to the next one. Let's take about the interest on capital. As I said, it may be omitted, allowed, or at a higher or lower rate. So in my example, what I am taking is interest on capital to A and B are like it's omitted. 3000 and 2000 IOC was supposed to be given to A and B, but this is omitted. And profit for the year is 20,000. Okay. Now, if this is omitted, how my profit and loss appropriation shows, like how it shows. So P&L account net profit is 20,000. Since A and B interest on capital is omitted, 3,000 and 2,000, so the entire 20,000 is distributed to partners in their profit sharing ratio. So this is my divisible profit, like with that error, with that mistake. Okay, the mistake is that I have not taken, firm has not taken interest on capital, not provided interest on capital by mistake. So let's see the real picture of P&L appropriation account. Now if you can see here, 20,000 profit and this 3 and 2,000 interest on capital if firm provides, then 5,000 amount goes as a interest on capital. Now what is a balancing amount? Balancing amount or a divisible profit is 15,000, which is to be distributed between partners in the equal ratio. That is 7,500 and 7,500. So you can make out here that in case IOC's interest on capital is provided, the profit reduces. If IOC is not provided, profit increases. Okay, now let's come to the picture how we are going to handle this and what will be the adjustment, how we are going to calculate the net effect. Finally, we'll find out one amount which is to be like passed from one person to another, so that the final the omission or the this error can be rectified. Fine. So moving ahead, so what we have seen that 10,000 was the amount of profit what they received. Actual amount was 7,500 which they were supposed to receive. So if I see here, the wrong profit share is 10,000 and the correct profit share is 7,500, and difference comes to 2,500. That means A and B, they have in excess 2,500 of profit. If I say they have to pay this money back to the firm. Okay, so in their account it will be deducted. I'm showing it in a bracket if you remember, that is minus, it's better to show it in a brackets. So excess profit is returned by A and B 2,500. Is this the position? Wait. There is one more thing, that is firm also has to provide interest on capital 3,000 and 2,000 respectively to A and B. So that amount goes to A and B. So we can say they are going to receive this money 3,000 and 2,000 as interest on capital. Now the point here is, if you can see very carefully, from what it says, I receive 5,000 rupees, this one, and also I paid them 5,000. So what is my role? Isn't it? So we can say that in this case, there is no role of firm. It can be handled by A and B. It is something between A and B. So we are going to find out the net effect here, that interest on capital received by A is 3,000 and interest on capital received by B is 2,000. And of course they have to pay the excess profit of 2,500, they have to take that out, and same way B also has to take out 2,500 as as a excess profit. So what happens, who is in excess? B. You can see here, he was, if he gets 2,000 then he has to pay 2,500 back, so 500 is in excess. Now come to A. If he receives 3,000 which he hasn't received by mistake, okay, and but he, in that case he has to pay 2,500 back. If he gets this 500, the things will be okay instead of paying this excess money back. Okay, so the point here is B will pay amount to A, then everything will be settled down. Things will all be okay. The error will be rectified without making any changes in the final account. Okay, so here B if B pays 500 to A, things will be all okay. So that is what is called as a adjustment. What we did, we found the net effect amount, exactly the effect on the amount of A in A and B's capital account, and that is to be treated, that is has to be adjusted again between A and B. So who is paying now? B. So if I say B is paying, his account will decrease. If B is paying, his account will decrease. Just see the partner's capital account. Debit side is your decrease and credit side is your increase. So if B is paying, his account will decrease, or I can say B will be debited and A is going to be credit because he is going to receive this money. So finally my adjustment entry is B's capital account debit to A's capital account. I have written current account also here. This is because if in case it's a fixed capital method, then we'll be writing B's current account debit to A's current account. I hope it's clear. So this is to make you understand the concept, but how we are going to prepare, how we are going to show in our exam is this statement. This statement you are going to prepare where it says there are two columns for A and B and also for the firm. Interest on capital which was not provided, remember, just think of it where it is shown in the capital account. Of course, it shows on the credit side. So IOC 3000 and 2000 will be given to partners credit, and of course from the firm minus because firm is paying it. Wrong profit will be debit. It is taken out from the partners, so debit, and 5000 firm will receive. So in fact there is no role of firm here because firm hasn't got anything, so it's between them. So here what you are going to do is you'll see the difference of the two columns, debit and credit, and find out the difference. This difference will be your net effect of amount, and how I've written this, the side which is more, I've I've written this amount here, like this credit here. So in this debit and credit side is more, so I wrote here credit. Okay, and here debit and debit is more, I wrote here debit. So who is going to be debited? B is going to be debited to A. So this is what the past adjustment is all about. If you understand the concept, it will be easy to solve the questions which you come across, something different, something new, or any of new concept. If you come across, you can easily solve those problems with the help of this concept. So try to understand the concept because it will last long instead of mugging up the things. And I really wish that you like this video, and I will be taking my practical problems, more numerical problems in my next video on this same concept. Okay, so and hope you like this video. Share this video with your friends and do subscribe to my channel Exuberant Learners. Also click on the bell icon to get the latest updates on my channel. Thank you.